everyone, welcome to Podmas Day 4. I don't want to freak you out, but since it is December 4th, that means we only have 3 weeks until Christmas. Did that freak you out? It freaks me out a little bit because I haven't really done any shopping yet. Oh man, I should probably get on that. Okay, today's topic, we are going to be talking about different ways to get video ideas for your YouTube videos or whatever videos, maybe it's Facebook, maybe it's someplace else, but ways to get ideas for videos. So, of course, one of the easiest ways that you can decide to make a video, something you already have, something you already use, something you are crazy, stupid, excited about. Now, this could be Harry Potter, Game of Thrones, your latest cell phone that you just picked up. Any of those things would be a great, maybe first video idea or just a great video idea in general, because these are things that are already in your life and you can already speak to. So I think it's a really easy way, a simple way to decide how to make a video, because if you're already watching it on TV, it's already in your hands because you already purchased it and you like it, then you probably have something that you can say about it. And there's a reason that you purchased or picked up or watched that particular thing. And all you have to do is share your opinion with the world about why you like this show, why you like this movie, why you like this particular cell phone. And that's it. So that's the first one right there. The second one, if you're kind of stuck and you're not quite sure, you just have a general idea. Let's say you want to make a movie about a camera. One of the easiest things that you can do, go into the search bar of YouTube, start with the camera name, and then add a space and see what comes up. Or add a space and then put the letter A, and then do it with B. And what you're going to see is the YouTube search bar is going to auto-populate a whole bunch of questions and ideas about that particular item that you put in. These are coming up in the order in which people are searching for them and entering for search results into YouTube. And let's not forget that YouTube is a search engine, second only behind their owner, Google. So you want to make sure that if you put in a question and you're able to answer it and you say, wow, a lot of people are asking this question and maybe I can present it in a cool new way, maybe it's something that is worth making a video about. Now, of course, when you have a lot of people searching for the same thing, there probably are a lot of videos on that subject, but still, go look at them and see, is there something about, this camera, about low light, about, how to do manual settings versus automatic settings, how to shoot for action and sports photography. All of a sudden now, even though it's the same one item, you've got 10 different video ideas. So that is just a suggestion. Take that for what you will. I also like to go into the search bar of TubeBuddy, which is a browser extension that you can put into Chrome or Firefox, and you can put in what you are thinking that you might want to title a video. And the cool thing is, it's going to show you where a lot of the search volume, like how much is coming, and if it's kind of a good idea or a bad idea, because you're looking for things that are maybe still searched a lot, but maybe there isn't a lot of competition. And that's kind of a search relevancy score thing. So it's a really good idea if you can get into some of those video positions where not a lot of people are making that content, but people are searching for it. TubeBuddy is a great way to look at that and see how you're doing with ranking and competition and where you would kind of be placed if you were to put that video out, kind of based on your channel's history and your relevancy, all of that good stuff. Another great website that you can go to is Answer the Public. It's kind of like one of those word cloud scatter things where you start with something in general. Like for me, it might be iMovie. And then you start with a how-to or, how do I, or best ways to, or questions that are asked. And you're going to see a whole bunch of different little arms that are shooting off of this main subject. And these are questions that people have asked. And there might be something in there that you might be able to answer and be like, that is something I can make a video on. So take a look at the website. It's called Answer the Public. It's kind of a cool site. And then another extension that you can put into your browser is called Keywords Anywhere. What they do with that, they are looking for search volume, how often people are searching for that, per month and everything. And then it kind of has like a dollar amount associated next to it because there are some certain terms that will rank higher in terms of, basically the return on making a video about that, or it could be a really low number if it's a super saturated question in a super saturated market. So maybe not always the best, because you might get drowned out in a sea of other videos about the same type of thing. One other thing that's really good to do, go into the YouTube analytics that they have for you inside of the Creator Studio. Go look at your best performing video, and then go look at, this is really cool, they have a section where it says kind of like videos that referred you, or things that people were looking up before they found your video and clicked on it. That could be really cool because it could be related subject matter that you were already versed in. It could just be an idea that you hadn't thought about on a new spin. That could be a really great way, because you're like, oh wow, people are looking for this. I should make a video based on this. And then the people that were referred to you based on the search they were looking for, they might come back and watch another video, because if they're still looking for that, your video could come up in their search, which is awesome, which is exactly what you want. And if you've been making videos for a while, ask your audience. It certainly doesn't hurt to take a poll. The ones who are very involved with commenting and all of that, if you have a community tab already, that's great. A poll could be a really great place to ask your audience, what kind of videos do you want to see from me? You could also ask on Twitter. You could ask on Instagram. You can ask in your Instagram stories. You could ask in Snapchat. Have people send you questions, and then all of a sudden you can bank them for a day when you're not feeling like you have an idea for a video, and then take one of those questions, see if you can answer it, and then put it out there. And then, if you're feeling up to it, you could even take their comment, put it up on the screen and say, hey, thank you person X for this comment suggestion on a video. I made this video for you and anyone else who is interested in this subject. And how powerful is that when that person watches your video and sees their own screen name the next time that they're scrolling through a video of yours? It could be really, really awesome. Last thing you could do, a lot of you already know people that are in your same niche, in your same niche, however you want to say it. And a lot of the time, if you go into someone else's catalog or you go into someone else's comments, you're going to start seeing oh, they made a video about X. And it used to be you'd get sad, oh, dude, I made that same video and no one watched it, or, whatever it is. But there could be some sort of video that they did that you're like, that's a different way than what I've done it. Or I don't do it exactly the same way, or I found this confusing, or this gives me an idea to do something similar but not exactly the same. It's totally okay to get inspiration from someone else's video. Not as okay to take everything that they've done exactly the same and label it as your own. I mean, sure, people have different personalities, but that's just not good. The other person took the time to make that video. You can make your own video and put your own flair on it. So I wouldn't suggest just a straight copy for copy. And then not only are you looking at the channels in your niche, right? Go to their comment sections. Their audience is the same audience that you want. So if they are a big creator and they're not able to answer all of their own questions, what if you came in and if you're able to answer those questions for that person? What if that was a way that you found a great video idea, then you make that video, then you can go into a comment section and say, that's a really good question. I actually made a video on this particular subject. If you want to take a peek at it, do not leave your link, nothing like that. But you can just say, hey, I made a video on that same subject. If you want to check it out, it's on my channel. I don't think it's cool to go into someone else's comment section and just drop a video link. And not only that, a lot of the time, creators will have blocked words and phrases. I know I do, about if you drop a link in a comment section, it may get filtered out or go to spam. So it's easier to just respond with a comment, say, hey, I saw you ask this question. It's a really good one. I decided to make a video on it. You can even say it was for them or not. Say, hey, if you want to check it out, it's on my channel. So those are a few different ways and ideas that I have that you could use to get new video ideas. If you have other video ideas that I did not mention in ways that you draw inspiration, I would totally love to hear them. Drop them as a comment in the podcast notes. And if you're enjoying this podcast, please rate it 5 stars on whatever listening platform you are listening from. I would really appreciate it, so it helps more people discover and learn about the podcast. And one last thing I would suggest, if you need video ideas sometimes. This is just a little bonus tip. If you go to the grocery store and you look at magazines, this is and we're going to get into this in a future episode about the way that they create titles that are so enticing that make you want to keep reading, keep watching, all of that stuff. There is a science behind that kind of copyright that they do. If you look at the subject matter in most of the magazines, right? Newest and latest technology, the best gossip, whatever it is, those are all trending topics. Now that could be timed like with back to school season, you know, in September, October, you start to see the new iPhones come out, right? There are certain marquee moments throughout the year that you're going to see stuff like that. You can get in on something very popular if you can be the first one, you know, with a certain phone, if you can be the first one to test out a new app, you know, anything like that, the first one to do a reaction to a particular music video that just came out. So Ariana Grande just put out a music video that has broken records all over the place. And I was thinking to myself, you know, it'd be really cool where she is in a certain part of the video, like writing in her diary. If you slow it down and you read each page and then you do a video about what it means on each page or whatever it is, that video, because there are so many people looking at it, it could be really easy for you to jump in on that subject, get that video out right away, and then kind of make a splash with something that's related in a very hot and trending topic. I hope that makes sense. But that's just the last bonus tip for you. And if you enjoyed that, I hope you come back tomorrow to Podmas Day 5. And I hope you guys are having a great one. I will talk to you later. Bye-bye. That's going to wrap it up for today's Podmas episode. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you've enjoyed our time together, I would love it if you gave a 5-star review on whatever listening platform you are tuning in from. I do not take our time together for granted. I know you could be anywhere and listening to anyone, and you chose to spend your time with me, and I really appreciate that. I will see you in a Podmas episode very soon. Thanks, guys. Bye.